Hi, Oprah. This is Shirley Wade again. I just wanted to clarify something. I am Shirley Wade. I have my very own ministry. Just like I said, it's called For Tigers Only. And we are a ministry. We are not for same sex marriage. We are for. Women and men loving each other. I just think it's a beautiful thing. It's a Christian organization. We do welcome people that are not Christians. Could be in for Tigers Only as well. Um, but I believe that God is for people loving each other, and He's for. We believe in the union of marriage between a man and a woman, but we are not for same-sex marriages. I just wanted to clarify that for you folks out there that thought otherwise. Most of you know my testimony. I have a powerful abstinence ministry. I was a virgin until I was 35 years old. And right now I'm working on a book uh, with my full story of that and how I was able to abstain up until I was 35. Um, I just want to be a good example for my children, and for breaking a cycle of of um, things in my family line and things like that, and just determined uh, to wait until I'm married. So, um, and I'm hoping that you would be able to um, come to grips, people, with the fact that there's an epidemic out there, and it's just not safe for um, people to, um, just be going around um, and taking those risks out there. There's something that we want young people to know. I want young people to know that it really takes a lot of virtue and a strong person to be able to live celibacy and things like that. But we do a lot of different things. I have a powerful drama ministry. I've written plays for about 10 years. And I wrote a play called Cuffs. I also wrote a play called Black Diamond and Black Cars, which is a play about real women and real men. Um, just how I grew up, seeing them, being from St. Louis, Missouri, and so I also wrote a play called On Everything I Love, which is about the community pulling together um, and helping people that have been victims of the system, whether it's children, whether it's adults, our young men, our young women, um, just young, old, you know, red, yellow, black, and white. And, you know, but I wrote it mainly for our people, because our people suffer the most uh, in those areas, reverting back to slavery. And um, it's just an awesome play. And Cuffs, I wrote it for someone else. Um, years ago, uh, when Titus was, my son Titus was like I think 1 years old back then. I wrote it for a friend of mine at the time who was always been uh, arrested by the police, um, and he just kept getting these serious arrests, and we didn't know why. And I was just always missing him during the holidays and things like that. But I never thought that I would have to write it for me. And so my personal testimony, uh, has made people heads spin, basically because here I am, a Christian woman, you know, I've been in church pretty much all of my life. My grandmother said that I used to, at the age of 3, I used to sing, Lord, don't move the mountain, but give me the strength to climb. And Lord, don't you move my stumbling block, but lead me all around. She said, well, you used to scare me because I couldn't believe you at 3 years old was singing that song. And, I didn't really understand it at the time. I was kind of angry at her for even teaching it to me because I thought, that song is so sad. I want the mountain to move. Why would you have me singing one of those songs about the mountains, telling me not to move the mountain? But I'm sitting in that jail cell, and all I could do, when I was unlawfully arrested, all I could do was pray and sing. Lord, I'm looking for a new life. It's just for my soul. Oh, 'cause I'm tired of crying all night. It's just for my soul. Oh, Lord, I need thee, oh, I need thee to take away this pain and misery. 'Cause God, I just can't do this by myself. I need help, Lord. That's pretty much all I could do, Oprah. And I'm just hoping and praying that I am able to assist people through the plays who have been through this kind of thing as a point of healing, and as a point of contact with God. And people, need healing when they've been in situations like this. Being taken advantage of in the system is a horrible, horrible thing. Like I said, reverting back from slavery. And when you have someone that is getting you into the system, when you know that you've done nothing wrong, if they have your child in the system, you're a good mom, everyone around that you're a good mom, which is also my testimony, and being placed in the system yourself, which I was as a child, when I had no good mom, actually. My father molested me, and my mother didn't stick by me. So such things like that. And then when you run into a King Jordan Mitchell type of person who has her name announced in the jail cell each time I'm arrested, it's just an unlawful thing. And just as I stated, you know, it it gets back to you. It comes on you because, touch not my anointed and do my prophets no harm. I mean, the king knew that I was a Christian woman. You knew that I was a godly woman. You didn't want me going to church because it was Tyler Perry's church. Um, Bishop Paul Martin's church, and because people over there knew you and what you do and what you would do to me. And I had been warned through the prophets there at that church where they told us, you know, very famous prophet came and prophesied before the whole church, and he said, there's people that want to take your baby and put them in the system, and you're a good mom, you don't deserve it, and he said that you're going to, it's not going to, his the system is not going to be able to keep your son, and so I just thought, here we go. Here we go again. You know, and I went through major extremes to protect him from going through the system. And, you know, it was just the third time, which was one too many times for me already, which was why I moved to Dallas so fast, because I got out of Dallas, Texas, the state of Georgia. I mean, I got out of the state of Georgia to be become a part of the Potter's house, and thought that it would be good for me and my son because of the way the word goes forth there. And they sent me a flunky lawyer um, by the name of Shine Doodoo and Nadu, uh, what has it, and he just, unlawfully uh, kept kept us going through the cycle, and he told me that whether I was a Christian mom, not a drug addict, not an alcoholic, or not, he said that I have to go through the same things that a drug addict will have to go through, and an alcoholic will go through. And I tried to pursue other lawyers there. There was really only one that I was introduced there, a black lady that just refused to uh, be a help. And I would see her in the courtroom, and I was like, please, I will do anything. I will work 2 or 3 jobs to get my son back. What do you need? And she just, well, I'm busy right now. I have my caseloads, and I just, I'm not able to help you right now. And, you know, and then one Sunday I walked up to her and I said, please, I need another lawyer. And she said, well, this is my time of worship right now, and so I'm not speaking to anybody, so, it was things like that. But I knew all over the house that there were people there that could help me and my child going through this kind of thing. And I know um, you're the king, and this is the reason why you had me arrested there at the Potter's house. And you had me arrested there just the same at Oral Roberts University, because I could hear you saying, this is just like the Potter's house. Don't have her go over there to ORU or Roberts University, because that's the Potter's house too. And, it's just really sick. It's really sad the way you traffic women and children through the system. And I don't like it. God doesn't like it. And he will wound the hairy scalp of the enemy. He just will. touch not my anointed. Everybody knows my son Titus is a prophet. Touch not my prophets, my anointed, and do my prophets no harm. You know, I don't make no apologies and make no mistake about it. Um, you're going to die a horrible death when you are putting women and children in the system for no reason at all, in an intent um, to um, make them, and it's really, it's a form of witchcraft. It really is. It's a form of witchcraft that um, you you're working with, and I literally, when he was taken into the system, uh, Oprah, I literally heard people chanting like the African chanting. Um, I could really hear that in the spirit when he was taken in Dallas on Christmas, and there's some other horrible things that I stated in a letter that I wrote to you that we had went through at Interfaith Housing Program, which I believe anytime you have the police follow me from state to state, um, and I'm, being arrested like that, there's nothing that couldn't convince me more that we was even hooked up with that program through Bakine Jordan Mitchell, um, kind of people, kind of folk, uh, peeps or what have you. Um, so, um, and there's some things that happened that gave me the evidence of that. We were followed um, by Atlanta people into a shelter because I was even homeless um, for um, for a season or two or three, and so I know what it's like. Um, and I write my plays for people like me, Oprah, who know what it's like to be in jail for no reason, um, to be a good mom and lose a child to the state when you know you've done nothing wrong and you've done all you could do to love your child and to give him the life that you want, that you never had as a child. And, and I know what it's like to be in jail on my birthday. I know what it's like to be in jail on Thanksgiving. I know what it's like to be threatened to go to jail when uh, um, you know, that, you the holidays are coming up, or, you have all of this in you that God is placed on the inside of you, and you know that you have a strong calling on your life, and it's locked up in a cage. You know, all of this. So it's just not a good place to be in life. It's a hard place in life. It really is. But our country is a beautiful country that our people hustled and bustled and died for this kind of thing to be dealt with and created justice for. And so my faith is in God, who I'm trusting the great God of justice to bring justice, and I need you, Oprah. I need uh, Judge Mathis. I need a lawyers conference. I need Judge Faith. I need Judge Joe Brown. I need Judge Hatchett. And all you lawyers out there to a lawyers conference that I want held on my birthday. I wrote a play called Black Butterfly. My birthday is the same day of Denise Williams' birthday, June the 3rd. And so that's when I want um, the Lawyers Conference to be every year. So if anybody out there have any questions, and I'd like for you to help me with it, Oprah, please give me a call at 786-337-3777. And I'm really looking for video calls because I've actually had um, phone calls from people saying that they're Tyler Perry, that they're um, different um, celebrities, and I won't reveal who they are, but because I know that I just won't reveal who they are, but um, for instance, I got a call from Kirk Franklin, and it was literally a video call, and he looked just like Kirk Franklin, but his voice was on silence, and then he began to ask me for personal information. He began to ask me for money. And he was promising me that he would give me thousands of dollars, but he turned around and told me that I need to give him money, and that's when I knew that it wasn't Kirk Franklin. So, just looking for video calls only, for Tigers only, um, and hope that you could be a great help. Love you, Oprah.